Someone, guys. As we, I was actually watching a Dr. Jordan Peterson little reel where he was on Piers Morgan, and Piers Morgan reminded him of a a segment rather that he had done with another actress, some female actress, that said Jordan Peterson is a vessel for lost boys, essentially. And I actually posted it on my story, and it was crazy how Jordan Peterson responded. And he responded about the disaffected young man, and Jordan Peterson started crying, like he got very, very emotional because there are people that laugh and tease the lost young man. And I've actually been thinking about it for the longest time. Thinking about this channel, The Journey, and where it came from and where I'm at and why I started this journey. I think for me, I'm not a podcaster. I might be that. I'd like to sit down and interview people. That's great. But I'm not that. Right now, I'm just a guy who is making these videos in order to heal myself, to hear myself think. And I'm hoping that in the process of this journey that others jump on and we can engage and grow and learn and heal, guys, men have a sense of emptiness. I don't know about other races, I'm asking Pela, but I know what young black men or black men just in general, my age bracket and below, we are lost. That clip is 100%. We lost. We have no direction. We don't know what we're doing. We really have no idea what we're doing. We don't have goals. We don't have role models to look up to. I see our sisters trying to emulate, whether they're emulating a Beyonce or they're trying to be a Sexy Red or whatever, good and bad. They've got these role models that they try and emulate. I look at our gay brothers when they try and emulate a Somizi or David Tlali or Sam Smith, but they've got people that they can try and emulate, good, bad, and everything in between. Tina, as black men, we really, truly don't have role models. If you go to Amachita, you go to an average 28-year-old and say, hey, bro, like, can you give me some black hetero male role models? Just give me 5 that you look up to, that is within a certain age band or anything outside. I'm still going to say, oh, Mandela, not Desmond Tutu. Guys, we lack role models. We lack masculine role models. We lack them, and then as a result, when we do pick up role models, we're told that our role models are toxically masculine. There's a reason why a whole generation of young men are gravitating to the likes of like an Andrew Tate. That's our alter ego. That's our alter ego. We also want to conquer. We also want to, get the cars, get the success, we want that as well. And the reason why we want that is because our sisters have a fucking disgustingly high standards. I'm not telling our sisters not to have high standards, but fucking hell, sisters, we don't know how we don't know. If you're a black man, let's say you're 23, who are you dating? Like, seriously, Angbali must go 28, 30, because our sister standards just change out of nowhere. You could literally be born next door, live next door to a girl where you guys grew up the same, everything, both single mother households, could be identical. But by the time you guys get into your teens, she'll have expectations of you taking her out on a date, you buying her flowers. She'll have those will be her standards, regardless. And the whole thing is that you need to make a plan. How? Who's taught you this plan? Who's taught you how to fucking make a plan? You know, you go to these boys in grade 11, grade 12, they don't know how to drive. How? Asina imoto emakhaya, guys. But there's an expectation that men need to know how to drive, men need to know how to change a tire, men need to know how to do this, men need to know how to run a household. You have women that says, I'm looking for a leader, I'm looking for a man who can lead the household. How? No, mangas, I'm just as lost as the next guy. I don't have a crash course. I didn't go through a crash course on how to be a leader. I wish it was as easy as going on Google or YouTube and finding how to make lasagna. You know, because then I can then learn how to cook and do these domestic things. Sure, there's no blueprint to this, and unfortunately, many of us were not raised with fathers, so we don't know what the fuck we are doing, guys. And you guys aren't patient at all. Because if we both 23 and say chola, you're going to leave me at your work, guys. Let me tell you, brothers, I hope you guys hear me carefully. She will leave you for better options. She will leave you for a better option. If you are a great guy, you're respectful, you love her, but you are earning 8K a month, you are 23 years old. If she can find a guy who loves her as well, provides, respects, and all these great things that you are, but earns 80K, watch. The reason why is because he'll do cute things that cost a shitload of money. You know, cute things like, oh, let's go for a picnic at the zoo. That's like 2,000 rand right there. You know, but again, when you don't see it, women will say, oh, it's the small things that count. The small things are fucking costly. Hey guys, I'm a gent. You know, I've done these little cute romantic things. Yeah, bees. And if you're not earning, hey, I don't know how these guys in their 20s are doing it. Hey, I have no idea. I have no idea. I look at salaries. I look at salaries and I see a whole band of guys who are under the ages of like 26, and all of them are earning like less than 25K. They all earning less than 25K, which in my opinion is great. However, sisters in the same band are wanting guys that earn 45 and above. That's what sisters want. So if I'm a 25-year-old guy who's earning 22,000 rand, that's okay, that's great. That's great salary. That's an amazing salary. But the sisters in the same bracket, like they want a guy who's earning 45. At least that's the lifestyle they are wanting. Our sisters are wanting a lifestyle that we cannot afford, Machita. We really, really cannot afford. Una 26 and she wants we both need to be driving these cars, living in a 2-bedroom while saving for my lobola, while saving for these kids. The kids are going to go to private school. We're going to have 2 kids going, one's going to Rodine, one's going to St. John's. We're going to have a school fees of 15,000 rand a month. How the fuck am I going to afford that? How am I going to afford that, guys? How? As I was writing down some notes, and on top of the challenges that we face as a Machita, we also have to face the fact that our fathers made huge mistakes. Our fathers left our mothers for whatever reason. They ran away for whatever reason. And all of a sudden, we had to figure out how to be male. Our fathers, whatever the case may be, they had all the jobs. Our moms had no say, no power, nothing. Now it's moved to the other side where all the great jobs are now reserved for sisters. Do me a favor, go to wherever corporate that you work in. Look at the structures. The structures are geared for the female. You know, every place that I've been to, at least in media, you know, the senior people are females. Who are they dating? Also, it's meant to rightfully so, bangama PUD, bangama MD, bangama sharp. Who are you guys dating? Because the jobs aren't reserved for us. I know for a fact, if I'm trying to apply for some business somewhere, bang, boys, are you 35 or below? Let's see your BE card. Are you female? Are you meaning we're trying to rectify South Africa, the mistakes of the past, also not getting opportunities. But now it's just our sisters getting opportunities. Go to all these universities and see who they're graduating more than any other group. It's black females. We've got black female doctors coming out of everybody's ears. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that's an amazing thing. But who are they going to date? Because they still want people to provide for them. Our sisters want a guy who can do things for them that they couldn't even do for themselves. I know sisters that like literally will say to you, oh, I'm looking for Michael Kors bag, 6,000. Lo sisi can't even afford nje ukuyothenga i-six-pack yesavana kodwa she's wanting a man who can buy her a bag. She'll say, oh, I'll save for it. You won't. And if you do save for it, that means there's another man who's going to be covering your everyday expenses, your groceries, your rent, whatever. So a lot of sisters will say things, I saved for this bag. Sharp, you save for it because you have disposable income, because there's a guy who was able to pay for your rent or pay for your entertainment every weekend. It's not cheap going out and buying these drinks and buying these things, but there's a guy who's covering your other expenses, therefore you can save in order to buy. Guys don't have that. I chat to guys all the time. Hey guys, disaffected young black men. That means men who are dissatisfied with status quo. That means men who, if we are told you have to be like this, when you are 28, you need to have a child and married and this and this. We going the other way because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Sonke, guys. Sonke. And I was sitting there and I was writing all these notes, and I was writing these notes and I was hurt, man. Hey, you got to go by my notes, guys. Yo, bosses, please can you meet us halfway? Guys. Your standards are high. And the reality is that if we're trying as much as we can, but it's broken. And it doesn't help that we know that you guys' DMs are lit with guys that are offering you guys the world. And I know that sisters just want better. Okay, sharp. Not we want better, we just don't know how to get it. We want better for you. I'm a 26-year-old guy dating a 26-year-old woman. I also want better for her. I just don't know how. And it's so much pressure when I'm this 26-year-old guy and she's a 26-year-old lady and there's like 38-year-old guys DMing her all the time, offering her way more than I could right now. And it's an be patient. The other cultures seem like they're doing a good job at being patient. Tina, we're struggling because I think we're hungry right now. We need this right now. We want that right now. And it just puts more pressure. And more boys are getting lost. More and more boys are getting lost. I get DMs from guys who are 16, 17, 18, 30, 33, 40. I get all types of DMs. And again, guys are like, hey, bro, we need role models. Who? We need mentors. Who? Who are these mentors? Who are these role models? The guys that we look up to are obviously guys abagangayo. We see them on Twitter. Next thing they're arrested for fraud. Next thing they're arrested for this. Next thing they're doing. The machitala that we meant to look up to are guys. And we obviously can't bring our families into spaces like that. So but the way it is now, we're gonna lose more young men. And ultimately a society with weak, broken black men is not good for anyone. It's not good for our sisters, it's not good for our kids, but anyway, that's just my Monday morning rant. Yeah, guys, disaffected young black men. And Tanya, please like, subscribe, share this video far and wide. Have yourselves a fantastic day.